Ha. Yes, cool. Okay, so Sneha, Samruddhi, Shravana, Diya, Aparna, then Tanisha, then Rashmi, then Pranamya, Shraddha, Priyanka, Siddharth, Vinayak, Srinidhi ma'am, Abhi, Venugopal, Srihari, Vinayak, Priyanka, Abhi, Amog, Amaya, and everyone else. Okay, so everyone else. Okay, so Pranamya, you can contact me later regarding the issue. Okay, so Kunal, Sai Samir, Yash, Bharat. So everyone, good evening. And now we will start today's class. So yesterday, if you remember, so I had asked you one question. Okay, some of you had told the answer yesterday only. But again, I just want to quickly remind you. So the question was, the reason behind celebration of Onam. Okay, so why do we celebrate Onam? What is the reason behind it? Because as I told, I want you people to know about each and every festival, respect each and every tradition, culture. Okay, so Shraddha has told one answer. Okay, Shraddha, not exactly. Okay, a little bit correct. Okay, but not exactly. So first, we will look into this about Onam, and then we will continue the class. Okay, on your screen now, I'm going to share the video. Okay, watch this, and I'm going to ask one question. So let us see if you can answer this.
It's a festival of colors. The ഓണക്കാലത്തിന്റെ മണങ്ങളാണ്.
Festival and every festival, I just love the happiness. Okay, the kind of environment it creates. Okay, so fantastic. It's always great to know different types of cultures as well as festivals. Okay, so nice. So now the question, if you had watched the video carefully, I hope you would have got to know little bit at least, like what is the reason behind celebration of Onam. Okay, so the question now is, you saw in the video, Vishnu took fifth avatar. What is the name of the avatar? Okay, what is the name of the avatar? That is the question. If you watched the video, okay, then you would have known the answer. Okay, so who was the first person to tell me the answer? Shravit. Okay, Shravit, correct. Then Vinayak, Rohit, Sri Krishna. Okay, Priyanka, Shravana, everyone. Very nice. It's Vaman avatar. Okay, so Vaman avatar. Okay, Vishnu's fifth avatar. So to teach Mahabali a lesson, okay, so Vishnu had to take this Vaman avatar. The Chotu Brahmin avatar, if you do not know, then you should know, okay, at least some things you should be aware of apart from studies also. Okay, did I write Vam? Okay, I wrote something Vamana avatar. Okay, some uncle came by mistake, sorry. Okay, I don't know, man, some other uncle came. Okay, so Vamana avatar. Okay, so yes, so this is Vaman avatar. Okay, so I think all of you must have seen or heard about all this. Okay, so very nice. So you should know about the culture, tradition, everything apart from science. First is science, okay, then afterwards you know all this. So coming back to our class structure, so as I mentioned, so every day I will write the class structure before itself so that we can little bit optimize time. So this is our tagline. Okay, I just mixed 2-3 taglines and made this. So dream, perform, achieve. So madam was doing test discussion. Okay, madam was doing test discussion. So the curious video is about Onam. Okay, the history of celebration. So now the positive thought. Okay, so now the positive thought. So what is the positive thought? So the positive thought I am going to show you now. Okay, I'm going to show you now. So yes, so today's positive thought, okay, is from Bharat. Okay, so idle mind is devil's workshop. Okay, so people say that, you know, like if you are jobless or if you're free, if you have too much of free time, okay, so then the mind becomes kind of evil. Okay, it gets rotten up. Okay, then you start having bad thoughts, negative thoughts or evil thoughts. Okay, so that is why, okay, so that is why always keep yourself active. feed your brain with good thoughts, okay, positive thoughts, and have a positive outlook towards life. Okay, so this is Bharat's thought for the day. So very nice. So next, coming back. Okay, so coming back. So we have our porifera. Okay, so which is yesterday's organism of the day video. We'll continue. We're going to continue that. Okay, we're going to continue that later. We're going to continue that later. Organism of the day. Okay. Uh, and yes, so yesterday we got that Kahoot got disconnected. Okay, Papa man. Okay, the Kahoot got disconnected. Once I load the Kahoot now, I will replay the Kahoot. Okay, so again I have to search and it will take time. Okay, so I'm going to replay the Kahoot little bit late. Okay, so I want to first recap what happened in yesterday's class. Yesterday's class we finished meristematic tissue. Very easy, very simple topic. Our meristematic tissue can be divided into three types: apical, lateral, intercalary. So I've done the diagram also. The diagram looks beautiful for me. What an artist I am. Okay, don't do like this in exam. Draw a neat diagram. Okay, much more better diagram, the one given in your textbook. Okay, so yesterday we also took this example to understand about the lateral. Okay, the lateral meristem, which helps in the secondary growth. Okay, that is growth of girth or the breadth of the tree or the plant. Okay, so after this we started to write about the characteristics. Okay, so about the characteristics of meristematic tissue. But most important, you should know this. Okay, we have written this format correct, so do not forget it. Everything what you know, what you need to know is here: location, function, responsibility, and as well as the significance. Okay, of everything we have written. Okay, so please go through this, read, remember, and revise. Do not forget. So after this, you should come back to our characteristics. Okay, so what are the characteristics? Characteristics means features. Okay, the characteristics means features. So what are the features of the meristematic tissue? So a first feature, so I have written here, that is about undifferentiated cells. What is this undifferentiated cells? Undifferentiated cells are just like you people. Okay, so who are in the teenage, assume like that. Okay, whose job is to just to grow. Okay, you must have heard that elders might have told you, or you might have heard people tell you that your growth or your height stops after 19 years or maybe after 20 years. After that, you cannot grow tall. You can become more too, that is different. Okay, you can become, like sideways. Okay, so that is different. But your height and the growth, the physical growth stops after 19 years. Okay, might be different for different people, but more or less by 2022 you are done. Okay, 2022 you are done. Your body moves to the next phase. Okay, gets prepares to the next phase. The different phases when you come to 10th standard. Okay, so this is chapter, so where I tell you, okay, in detail. So now, so coming back, so this is the phase where the cells, their only job is to grow. Apart from that, nothing. They don't do any other function. Okay, just like you, your only job is to grow. Studies though, hardly, sometimes you do studies, sometimes very rare. Every time, I don't know what you people do. Okay, so anyway, so these undifferentiated cells are just like you people. Okay, so they do not perform any specific function as such apart from cell division. Apart from cell division. So that cell division means growing. I have written there. Okay, you see, I've written the meaning of the word undifferentiated also. Okay, the second, in order for the cells to undergo this rapid cell division, okay, in order to undergo this rapid cell division, so these cells do not have vacuoles. Okay, they do not have vacuoles. I'm going to write here, no vacuoles. They do not have vacuoles. Okay, and also the cell wall is thin. Okay, the cell wall is thin. Okay, because if they have thick cell wall, it will be difficult for them to undergo cell division. It will be difficult for them to have reproduction. Okay, or not exactly reproduction is not the correct word. You can use cell division itself. It will be difficult for them to grow. Okay, so hence they have thin cell wall. Okay, so they have thin cell wall, but they need lot of energy. Like they are in the growing phase. Okay, so just like you people. Okay, so you are in the growing phase. You should eat well. You should have a balanced diet. Okay, you should have a balanced diet. Okay, so in the same way, they have dense cytoplasm. Their cytoplasm is dense. Okay, so that they need all the energy which is required for the cell division. Okay, so dense cytoplasm. Okay, so all this will help the cells to grow fast. Okay, to grow rapidly. Okay, so all these reasons help in the rapid cell division. Okay, so I'm just going to write over here. So it helps in the rapid cell division, all these features. In the exam, they will ask why. In the exam, they will ask why do meristematic tissue, or why does meristematic tissue have no vacuoles, or they have thin cell wall. Okay, so then you should tell, because the thin cell wall helps in easy or rapid cell division. Okay, easy or rapid cell division. So helps in rapid cell division and growth. Okay, so this is it. So cytoplasm, you have learned in the previous biology chapter itself. Okay, cytoplasm is considered as the living part, the lively living part of the cell, which has all the cell organelles. Okay, which has all the cell organelles suspended or distributed in the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the fluid content of the cell. Okay, cytoplasm is the fluid content of the cell. So do not forget the chapter cell. Okay, the previous chapter we had studied. So if the cytoplasm is dense, okay, so that means, they have all the, required energy, or all the required, organelles, everything which is present, which will help them to have easy growth, to have easy cell division. Okay, so this is the whole point. Okay, whole characteristics or the features related to meristematic tissue. 4 points. So we have written 4 points. Okay, so this is more than sufficient. If you want to write about the shape and all, you can write. Okay, they are usually oval shape. Okay, so this is your meristematic tissue characteristics. 2 marks. So they're gonna ask 2 marks. Okay, why don't they? Okay, Samruddhi is asking, why don't they have vacuoles? What is the job of vacuoles? Vacuoles' job is storage. Nange beda. I don't want these cells to store anything. Okay, because their job is not storage. Their job is to grow. Okay, if vacuoles are there, you must have learned in your 8th standard, you must have learned in your 9th standard. Vacuoles take lot of space in the plant cell. Okay, vacuoles consume more than 50% of the plant cell is vacuoles. Okay, the central vacuole. Okay, so that will not help in easy division. I want the cell to be simple enough to divide. Okay, the cell wall should be, I hope this is simple. Okay, if the cell wall is thick, okay, so then it will be difficult for the cell to divide. Okay, you are making your own job difficult. Okay, so the cell wall should be thin, so thin that it can easily, it can easily divide, and it can have the daughter cells easily. Okay, so these are the reasons, okay, why your meristematic tissue, okay, so is undifferentiated, because they want to undergo rapid cell division. And the no vacuoles, thin cell wall, dense cytoplasm, they help in this process. So how does it make it difficult? You imagine now, you take a very, a thick paper, try to tear. Will you be able to tear? No, because thick paper difficult. Okay, if you take a thin paper, very easy. Okay, in the same way, the cell wall should be thin enough so that it can divide easily. It can divide easily. Okay, I think this is simple enough for you to understand. Okay, so This is your characteristics of meristematic tissue. How does the dense cytoplasm help? Come on. Okay, the cytoplasm has all the important cell organelles which helps in the development of the cell. If the cytoplasm is dense, if the fluid, if they have the cytoplasm is nothing but the fluid part present in the cell. Okay, the fluid part along with all the cell organelles. If it is dense, if it is more, okay, if it is bada, okay, so then of course double the work. Okay, it can do the job easily. Okay, it can sustain the energy requirement of the cell, because as I said, these cells are growing fast. Their energy requirement is more. Just like you people, you should have lot of energy. You should eat properly. You should have a balanced diet. Where do you get that energy from? Okay, the food that you take. Here also the dense cytoplasm helps in the double work, okay, which will help in the development of the cell and helps in the easy cell division. Okay, so this is about the characteristics of the meristematic tissue. Okay, so now the important thing is, once these cells grow up, okay, once you people grow up, okay, you have to find a job. You have to have a job, then you have to start your own life. Elders tell na, apne पैरों पे खड़े होना है. You have to stand on your own feet. You should study well. You should get into a good college. Then you should pass out with good grades and get a good job. And then your life starts. Okay. So once you become matured, okay, once you find a job for yourself, you start earning. Okay. Same way, once these cells become matured, okay, once these cells become matured, they start performing their own function, and that is when you get the permanent tissue. Okay, so that is when you get the permanent tissue. Okay, so what we will do now, I'll just write the definition first, and then we will discuss about the permanent tissue. Okay, so first thing, I will write the definition. Okay, so what is the definition of permanent tissue? Okay, so then we'll see the classification. Okay, permanent tissue. Okay, see, plant tissue is very simple. Very simple. So as I have told here, so I'll keep reminding you. See, in the plant tissue, there's only two. Meristematic is there, permanent is there. We have completed meristematic. Okay, if you want, I can make a sub chart. Okay, like this. So we have apical, we have lateral, and we have intercalary. Okay, same way in permanent, we have two types. Okay, so we have simple permanent and complex permanent. Okay, that's all. Simple permanent, complex permanent. Again, in simple, we have two types. Again, in complex, we have two types. That's all. Over. Alright, this is very simple. Over. Plant tissue done. Okay, you're done with your plant tissue. Okay, but in the end, once I finish full plant tissue, I will make a full flow chart. Okay, I will make a full flow chart of the entire plant tissue. If you do the flow chart, if you stick it on the wall or anywhere in your living room or in your bedroom, you can just remember that, keep seeing, and you will never forget. You will never ever forget the flow chart. Okay, so please make the flow chart. So now, first I will write about the permanent tissue and I will make the flow chart later, because I want you to first know the definition of this permanent tissue, because something important is happening here. So the permanent tissue, another name for this permanent tissue is non-dividing tissue. Okay, so this is your non-dividing tissue. Okay, so this is your permanent tissue. They do not divide. Growth illa. They don't divide. Okay, it is non-dividing tissue. Okay, the second point is this tissue, okay, or this tissue consists of differentiated cells. Okay, they consist of differentiated cells. differentiated cells. So what exactly is this differentiated cells? I will tell in some time. Okay, I'll tell in sometimes. Okay, I'll tell in some time. Okay, so just after 2-3 minutes, I can also write here as matured cells. Okay, matured cells. That's your differentiated cells. Okay, so I'll just write couple of points and then I'll explain. Okay, about the cell differentiation. Okay, so the next point, the meristematic tissue cells. Meristematic tissue cells. Meristematic tissue cells. After attaining maturity. Okay, after attaining maturity, they will stop dividing. Okay, after attaining maturity, they become permanent tissue because they stop dividing. Become permanent tissue. Okay, how do they become permanent tissue? Okay, so that is the next point which I'm going to write. So in the exam, they will ask this question. What is the question? Cell differentiation. Explain cell differentiation. They're going to ask this in the exam. 2 marks. Okay, cell different, or they can just ask for 1 mark also. Just define cell differentiation. Okay, cell differentiation. So what exactly is this cell differentiation? So I'm just going to write here first. Okay, so then we're going to discuss about this cell differentiation. So this is a process. Okay, this is a process in which the cells lose the ability. The cells lose the ability of rapid division, rapid cell division, and then it will develop new ability. Okay, it will develop the ability to perform specific function, to perform a specific function or role. Okay, this whole process is called cell differentiation. Okay, so basically just the way you grow up. Okay, so continuing. Okay, so continuing. So as I was saying, okay, so the process in which the cells become matured and they stop dividing. Okay, they stop the cell division. Okay, and they start performing a specific function. Okay, that is your cell differentiation. Okay, similarly, just as an analogy, okay, in your life also, once you become old, once you become mature, okay, then you have to find your own job and start earning your own money. You cannot depend on your parents. Okay, so at that time, you become mature. Then once you become mature, then of course they will get you married also. Okay, then you become super mature. Okay, all that. Now I am just in the matured state. I did not go to the super mature state till now. Okay, I am just matured state. Okay, so once you come to my stage, okay, the matured state, then you become permanent tissue. Okay, then you become permanent tissue, or the meristematic tissue after getting matured, after becoming matured, they turn into permanent tissue. Okay, so this is your cell division. Okay, cell differentiation. Okay, this is your cell differentiation. So now the next thing is I just want to show how beautiful this meristematic tissue is. Okay, how beautiful the meristematic tissue is, because see, if you ask me to choose between a dog and a puppy, I will always choose a puppy. Okay, because you see, puppy is cute, is amazing. Okay, is always gonna be wonderful to watch a puppy. Okay, so if you have a choice between puppy and the dog, okay, and similarly, you must have seen that your childhood photos, not, oh, you're still in childhood only. Okay, your primary school or the LKG, UKG photos and all. Very cute, man. Okay, very cute. You yourself, I myself can't believe. Okay, my childhood photo is like damn cute. You have no idea. Okay, you have no idea. Okay, if you want, I'll just show my childhood. I'll show my like a baby photo. I was only surprised. Okay, I was only surprised. Okay, because the photo is unbelievable. So where is the photo? I think it should be somewhere down here. Okay, not this. Okay, so you see, this is me. It seems. I just can't believe. Okay, I cannot believe that this is me. Okay, because like all of us look wonderful and cute in our younger versions. Okay, no, I boy only, man. Okay, my mom wanted me to be a girl. Okay, so but of course, God has other plans. Okay, so fortunately or unfortunately, I became a boy. Okay, but nobody can stop my mom. Okay, nobody can stop my mom. So in the initial few years, okay, so she considered me only as girl, and whatever she wanted to do, she did with me. Okay, you see that is the reason why I know a lot of things related to girls. Okay, so basically, okay, I know all that knitting. Okay, and I also know that what do you call that, rangoli. Okay, so all these things, embroidery work, okay, crochet. Okay, my mom taught me to some extent. Okay, but then once I came to 6th and 7th standard, I stopped doing all those. Okay, I told you now. Okay, so I used to tie my brother Raki and all. Okay, because they told me that I should tie. Okay, but then once I got to know, I stopped doing that. Okay, but okay, coming back. Okay, coming back. So this is the video of a plant growing. Okay, so the time lapse. Okay, so just watch it carefully. A meristematic tissue in action.
मकान खाली करते नहीं हो घोंगा बन
Very quickly. Okay, and thanks to your meristematic tissue. Okay, which helps in rapid cell division and growth of the plant. Okay, but once they become mature, they become permanent tissue. Okay, and now this permanent tissue can be divided into the following parts. Okay, so just to make sure that you don't get scared, okay, I'm just gonna write only a part of the flow chart. Okay, I'm just gonna write only the part of the flow chart of permanent tissue. Okay, so permanent tissue. Okay, so in simple ways, it can be categorized into two parts. Okay, so that is your simple and complex. Okay, and first we will learn about simple. Okay, first we learn about simple. So in simple, so we'll focus basically on two things. Okay, so what are those two things? So that is ground tissue as well as dermal tissue. Okay, the ground tissue as well as dermal tissue. Okay, so please don't go by the word ground is not the underground. Okay, ground is not the earth or the underground. Okay, so here we just have a slightly different meaning for the ground. Okay, then over here in the complex, we'll just look into the vascular bundles. Okay, that is your xylem and phloem. Okay, so only this much. Okay, the thing is, again in the ground tissue, you have different types. Okay, again in the dermal tissue, okay, you're gonna learn a lot. Okay, but I just keep the flow chart simple, okay, so that it will not be too much information at the time. Okay, so nice. So now we're gonna start with this ground tissue. Okay, we're gonna start with this ground tissue. Okay, so I will write now about ground tissue. I'll also explain. Okay, I'll also explain so each and everything. So we'll start from the ground tissue. Okay, so please again I'm reminding, ground tissue is not the earth. Ground here is not earth, or not your football ground or cricket ground. Hey, adalla. Okay, adalla pa. Okay, here ground has a slightly another meaning. So what is that? So I will explain now. Okay, the first we're going to start from the ground tissue. Okay, so I will write few points about this ground tissue, and then we will make another flow chart. We're going to make another flow chart for ground tissue. In this chapter, we will learn lot of flow charts. Okay, flow charts will make your life simple. Okay, so we're going to learn a lot of flow charts. Okay, the first point about the ground tissue. So I'm just going to quickly write. See, ground tissue helps in building the bulk of the plant. The bulk of the plant has this ground. Bulk means like majority, wholesale. Okay, most of the part of the plant has this ground tissue. Okay, so what is the ground tissue? That also I'll tell. Okay, builds the bulk of the plants. Okay, so these ground tissues are nothing but your packing. Okay, so basic packing tissue. Okay, so basic packing tissue is your ground tissue. Okay, so most of the plants, okay, so they have all this, ground tissue, okay, which is nothing but your parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma itself. Okay, so which is present in majority of the parts of the plant. Okay, so that consists, lot of portions of the plant. Okay, so they help in packing the plant. Okay, they help in packing the plant. So why is it necessary? Everything, function, responsibility, everything we will write. Okay, so we'll make this flow chart first. Okay, we'll make this flow chart first about the ground tissue. Okay, so I can divide this basically into 3 parts. Okay, we'll divide this into 3 parts. Okay, the first is parenchyma. Okay, so next is collenchyma. And next, sclerenchyma. Okay, so these are the 3 types. Okay, so we will see each one separately. We will write location of each one separately, everything separately. Okay, collenchyma, and last, sclerenchyma. Okay, so now these are the parts. Okay, so now these are the parts. Okay, so sclerenchyma also will come. I've just written, so it is little slow, the iPad. Okay, so these are the parts. Okay, so these are the parts of your ground tissue, parenchyma, collenchyma, as well as sclerenchyma. Okay, so the important thing, I hope you can hear me. Okay, if you can hear me, you can type in the chat. Okay, if you can hear me. Okay, cool. So you can hear me. Very nice. Okay, very nice. You can hear me. My video will be back. Okay, my video will be back. So do not worry about the video. So till the video comes back. Okay, till the video comes back. Okay, so we can just quickly see the porifera. Okay, we can quickly look into the porifera. Okay, so I will do one thing. Okay, I will play the video. So watch this porifera. Okay, so meanwhile the video gets connected. Okay, the video gets connected. Okay, so watch this porifera. So on your screen now, you will see the porifera. Okay, that we were watching yesterday.
After days or weeks at sea, when the boat was full of sponges, they were taken to shore where they were auctioned to the highest bidder. Finally, they were trimmed, sorted, and sold to the public. Natural sponges are still harvested in nearly the same way today, but the synthetic sponge has spared the lives of countless ocean sponges. While an ocean sponge looks something like a weird plant, it's actually an animal. In fact, sponges are among the simplest multicellular animals on Earth.
Stop there. Okay, I'm just going to stop there. So what exactly is going to happen next, okay, what observation, will Sir notice, we will see in tomorrow's class. Okay, so now I thought, like you have seen a lot of sponges. Okay, so these are your natural sponges. So now, so coming back to the topic, okay, coming back to the topic of a permanent tissue. Okay, so I'll just quickly write about, okay, I'll write about our parenchyma. Okay, and then we will watch. Okay, so no, we'll play the Kahoot quiz. Okay, so I'll just quickly, okay, so what I'll do, I'll just quickly finish this parenchyma. Okay, and then we can continue. And then we can continue with our Kahoot quiz. Okay, so later. So first, I'll just quickly finish this parenchyma. Cool. So I hope you can see the screen now. Yes. So as we were writing about the ground tissue, parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Okay, so now, of course, if you look at the word parenchyma, so looks kind of little different. Okay, we'll also see the meaning. Okay, so meaning of the word parenchyma. So we'll start from parenchyma. So I'm just going to write here parenchyma. So parenchyma is actually a Latin word. Okay, so a Latin word. So which means, okay, you can divide this into two halves. Okay, you can divide this into two halves. Paren and then chyma. Okay, no, please don't misunderstand. This chyma is not the non-veg chyma. Okay, you see mutton chyma, chicken chyma, whatever. Not that. Okay, that chyma is different. Okay, this chyma is different. Okay, this is your Latin, Greek and Latin. You see old language, Greek and Latin. So according to Greek and Latin, what is the meaning of this? Okay, what is the meaning of this? Paren means next to each other or besides. Okay, so paren means besides. Okay, I'm just going to write here. So the Latin word. Okay, so the Latin word parenchyma. Okay, so paren means besides. Okay, so paren means besides. Okay, so I'm just going to write here. So very nice. So Amaya says it's not chyma, it is schema. Okay, man. I don't. I've just heard people. Okay, so some of my friends and all. Okay, so worst friends. They also made me eat a lot of, some food items and all, which is not supposed to eat. But anyways, I just had good time with them. But anyways, so don't do that. Okay. So if you're vegetarian, then stick to vegetarian. Don't change in between. Okay. So I just because of my college friends, okay, I got a little bit tempted. Okay, so if you're vegetarian, stay vegetarian. Vegetarian is good. If you're non-vegetarian, that is also good. Okay, it's your choice. You can be veg or non-veg, up to you. Just follow the principles. Okay, so parenchyma, paren means besides. Okay, then what is this chyma? Okay, so this chyma basically means actually a loose translation. Okay, you can just write it as poured in or filled with. Okay, or filled with, or you can just write this as packed. Okay, you can just also write this as packed. Okay, so this is a loose translation of your parenchyma. Okay, so then what exactly does this parenchyma do? So we'll just quickly write the features. Okay, we'll just quickly write the features and we can go for the quiz. Okay, so what are the features? Okay, what are the features or the characteristics? Okay, features or characteristics. So we'll just quickly write it down. Okay, the first and most important thing you will notice, if you see parenchyma under the microscope, okay, this is the first thing that you will notice. Okay, so that this parenchyma has thin cell walls. Okay, they have thin cell walls and their cell is flat. Okay, they have flat cells. Okay, so their cells are flat. Okay, flat cells. Okay, and also an important observation, okay, that you can find about this parenchyma under the microscope is they have huge vacuoles or a big, okay, I'm going to write here, big vacuoles. Okay, big vacuoles. So these tissues, they just act as a filler tissue. Okay, act as a filler tissue or the basic packing tissue. Okay, so they just act as the filler tissue or the basic packing tissue. I will tell you also why. Okay, I'll also tell you why. So filler tissue or the packing. Okay, packing tissue. Your majority of the plant is just filled with. Okay, so your ground tissues. Okay, one of the type of ground tissues is your parenchyma. Okay, so not only this. Okay, so not only this. Okay, so these are very loosely packed cells. Okay, they are loosely packed cells with lot of with a lot of intercellular spaces. Okay, I'm going to write here large intercellular spaces. Okay, so this is your characteristics. Okay, this is your characteristics. So these characteristics help the parenchyma to do the following task. That is, now we'll come to the function. Okay, we'll come to the function. What is the job? What is the job of our parenchyma? Okay, so the job of our parenchyma, I'm just going to write over here. Most important job. Okay, because since they act as a packing tissue, they are just filled. Plant is filled with your parenchyma or your ground tissue. Okay, the most important job that they help is storage. Okay, is storage. You see this is important. The big vacuoles, what do they do? Store. Okay, so they are your storage place. Okay, storage of everything, storage of starch, storage of all your solid materials, liquid materials. Okay, food, starch, everything. Okay, so they help in the storage. Not only since they act as a packing tissue, they also give the support to the plant. Okay, if a plant shape is like this, apart from the cell wall, okay, which is providing you structural support, apart from all that, okay, even the packing tissue or even your parenchyma also provides support. Okay, I'm just going to write here support to the plant. Okay, so provides support to the plant. Why also, reason also I will tell. Okay, provides support to the plant. Okay, because this is your basic packing tissue. They are just packed. Your plant is filled with this only. Okay, because they are the packing tissue. Okay, so they have majority of presence in the plant. Okay, so this is the main function of your parenchyma. Okay, this is the main function of your parenchyma. So I'll just quickly show you. So we learned about permanent tissue. Okay, we learned about permanent tissue. So once the meristematic tissue becomes matured, so they become permanent tissue. Okay, once the meristematic tissue become matured, they become permanent tissue. Okay, so this process, we call it as cell differentiation. Okay, so cell differentiation. So in this cell differentiation, the meristematic tissue turn into your permanent tissue. Okay, and now the permanent tissue is divided into simple and complex. So we are learning about the ground tissue. Okay, first we'll finish one by one. So in the ground tissue, we can classify that into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So this ground tissue, they helps in packing. Okay, so most of the majority of the plant, okay, is filled with your ground tissues. Okay, so where the parenchyma, okay, the simplest of that, the parenchyma, which means like besides or filled with. Okay, so this parenchyma, so their majority, okay, the majority of the parenchyma, so they help in storage. And also they help in providing the support to the plant. Okay, so you see the cell wall, that also provides support. That is different support. Okay, the lateral meristem, that is different support. This is different support. Okay, so all of them are providing support in their own way to the plant, so that the plant can withstand and the plant can survive all the difficult conditions of the nature, like wind, tsunami, or whatever. Tsunami, so we will also die, it will also die. Okay, but anyways, at least it can be strong enough to sustain all these forces of the nature. Okay, so now there are some hybrid varieties. Okay, there are some hybrid varieties of parenchyma, some special parenchyma, which we'll see in the next class. Okay, the next class I will just write the topic name. Okay, hybrid. Okay, hybrid varieties of parenchyma. Okay, so what are those? We're going to see this in the next class. Okay, so tomorrow. Okay, so today we'll just end with parenchyma. Tomorrow we'll see hybrid varieties of parenchyma. Okay, so yes, so now quickly, okay, type www.kahoot.it. Okay, and you join the website. Okay, wait for me. I will show you the game pin. Okay, and then we'll start the quiz. Okay, so I've completed the following things. Okay, I've shown you all this. Now time for the quiz. Okay, so I've done all the things that I've planned for, everything over. Okay, so now time for the quiz. So on your screen first, okay, on your screen first, I'm going to share the game pin. Okay, so enter this game pin and join the quiz. Okay, so please be quick. Okay, please be quick. So do not spend time in joining. You join before itself. Okay, now only you join the quiz. Take your mobile fast. Okay, so enter www.kahoot.it. Okay, and join the quiz. I'll just give you 30 seconds for you to join. Okay, so be quick enough. So I just want to see who will join the quiz first. Okay, who will be the quickest, okay, to join the quiz. Okay, so you'll see the game pin, okay, in a couple of minutes. Okay, on your screen now, you will see the game pin. Okay, please enter this game pin and join the quiz. Okay, so that is the game pin. So let us see who is that lucky person. Sri Krishna joined first. Okay, next Neha, next Yash. Okay, and then everyone else. Okay, so top three. Okay, so very nice. Oh my God, so you guys are fast enough. Okay, you guys are like flash. Okay, so let us see. Okay, how long you people take to join the quiz. Okay, so as I said, 30 seconds. So please try to join as soon as possible. After that, I have to start the quiz. Okay, so please be quick. I wish I could, I wish I could, give some separate points, okay, for joining the quiz quickest, okay, so that it will affect your podium, okay, it will affect your final podium, okay. So, but unfortunately, I cannot, provide extra points. It all depends on how you perform in the quiz. So on your screen now, I'm going to start the quiz. First question on your screen. So you're going to select the characteristics of meristematic tissue. Okay, very nice. Okay, most of you got it correct. So remember, it has thin cell wall. Okay, thin cell wall helps in easy division. Okay, so Sneha is quickest. Okay, next question. Next question. So this is regarding permanent tissue. Okay, you have to select the correct characteristics of permanent tissue. Okay, watch out for the options carefully and select the correct options. Oh my God. Okay, I knew this would happen. Okay, you have to see the options carefully. Okay, I just intentionally put that all of these so as to confuse you, and most of you got confused. It's so papa man. Okay, so if you have pressed only all of this, then you'll get full points. Okay, so now yes, she is leading the scoreboard. Last question. Okay, last question. So dash helps in the secondary growth. Okay, so dash helps in the secondary growth. Fill in the blanks. Okay, dash helps in the secondary growth. Fill in the blanks. Last 20 seconds for you. So think about this. Think about this and write the answer. Okay, very nice. So time up. So let us see how many of you got this correct. Okay, let us see how many of you got this correct. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. See, if you have written lateral meristematic tissue is also correct. Okay. I think just the Kahoot just took the first word. Okay. Just consider the first word, Papa man. Okay. Even if you have written lateral meristematic tissue. Okay. All of that are correct answers. Okay. All of those are correct answers. The Kahoot just, just consider the first word. So don't worry, man. Knowledge is important. Okay. But anyways, let's look at the podium. Okay, so third position we have Tanisha. Second position we have Yash. Okay, the winner of today's quiz with all questions correct. Okay, it's Pranamya. Okay, so congratulations all. Congratulations. Fourth position Dia. Fifth position Priyanka. But see, in the exam you must write full lateral meristematic tissue, or you can write lateral meristem. Okay, so here like the Kahoot, it just took the first word. Okay, but you have to write the full answer. Okay. So anyways, so very nice. So congratulations to everyone. Okay, congratulations to everyone. And that's been my time. Okay, so thank you so much. I have like one more class to go. I'm just already running late. Okay, so see you guys tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.